Close your eyes for a second. You're floating, weightless. The sunlight behind you is fading. 10 meters down, 50, 100, 500. It's completely black now. The pressure around you is crushing. There is no sound, no light, nothing. And then something moves. What if I told you this world doesn't end at the shoreline? That beneath the waves, there is another world. A world that has existed for hundreds of millions of years. A world we have barely touched, and the things living there, they will haunt your nightmares. Are you ready to meet them? Today, we're talking about 7 real-life monsters pulled from the darkest depths of the ocean. This isn't a story. This isn't fiction. This is real. Monster #1, frilled shark. Let me paint you a picture. Imagine a snake. Long, flexible, almost elegant. Now give it the head of a shark. Now give that head 300 teeth, all of them curved backwards like fish hooks. Every single one. Now ask yourself, what happens when something swims into that mouth? It doesn't come back out, ever. This is the frilled shark, and it has looked exactly like this for 180 million years. Before dinosaurs, before mammals, before almost everything alive today, this thing was already here, hunting in the dark. Scientists captured one alive near the coast of Japan at 600 meters below the surface. They brought it up carefully. They put it in a tank. They studied it for 2 hours. And then it died. Because it doesn't belong up here. The pressure, the temperature, the darkness, that's not a harsh environment to the frilled shark. That is home. We are the ones in the wrong place. Scientists believe it ambushes prey by bending its body like a spring, then launching forward, like a snake strike. Underwater, in complete darkness, 180 million years of perfection. And we only found it recently. Monster #2, giant isopod. Have you ever seen a woodlouse? Those tiny gray bugs that curl up into a ball when you touch them? Now make it 40 centimeters long. Give it 7 pairs of legs. Armor-plated body. Eyes that see in near total darkness. Meet the giant isopod. And yes, it is exactly as unsettling as it sounds. This creature lives on the ocean floor, sometimes over 2,000 meters deep, scavenging whatever falls from above. Dead whales. Dead fish, anything. It can eat so much in a single feeding that it won't need to eat again for months. But here's the fact that genuinely disturbed scientists. In 2014, a giant isopod at the Toba Aquarium in Japan refused to eat. Staff tried everything, different foods, different conditions. Nothing worked. It went 5 years and 1 month without eating a single thing. And then one day, it ate and died shortly after. 5 years. Without food. We still don't fully understand how. The ocean floor doesn't just hide monsters, it hides mysteries. Monster #3, fang-tooth fish. Proportionally, this fish has the largest teeth of any animal on the planet. That is not an exaggeration. That is a scientific fact. The fang-tooth fish is only about 15 centimeters long, but its fangs are so enormous, so completely out of scale with its body, that it physically cannot close its mouth. So evolution came up with a solution. The skull developed special hollow pockets, and when the mouth is open, the upper fangs slide into those pockets. Otherwise, the teeth would go straight through the top of the fish's own head. Think about that. A creature so extreme that its own body had to be redesigned just to survive its own teeth. The fangtooth lives at depths of up to 5,000 meters in a zone called the abyssal zone, where sunlight has never reached. Ever. Not once in the history of the Earth. Down there, it hunts by feel, by vibration, in total darkness. And those teeth make sure that whatever it finds stays found. Monster #4, goblin shark. Low reveal, silence before the music hit. This is a shark that looks like it was designed by someone who had never seen a shark. Long, flat snout. Small, beady eyes. Pale, almost translucent skin. And then, that jaw. The goblin shark, 125 million years old, has what scientists call a slingshot jaw. At rest, it looks almost normal. But when it detects prey, the entire jaw launches forward out of its face, extends to twice its resting position, and snaps back, all in a fraction of a second. It's the only shark on Earth that hunts this way. And that color. Pink, almost glowing pink. Because the goblin shark's blood vessels run so close to the surface of its skin, you can literally see the blood underneath. The skin is almost see-through. It lives in deep waters across all three major oceans: Pacific, Atlantic, Indian. It has been found at depths of over 1,300 meters. We know very little about how it lives, how it breeds, where it goes. Because every time we find one, it's already dead. Monster #5. Siphonophore. What is the largest living creature on Earth? Most people say blue whale. And for a long time, they were right. Then we found this. The siphonophore, specifically Praia Dubai, can reach lengths of 45 to 50 meters. That is longer than a blue whale. That is longer than most buildings are tall. But here's the part that changes everything. It isn't one animal, it's thousands of animals. Tiny clones called zooids fused together into a single structure, working as one body. Each zooid has one job and only one job. Some only digest food, some only provide movement, some only handle reproduction. None of them can survive alone. Together, they become something that dominates the deep ocean. It drifts through the water like a glowing curtain, bioluminescent, deadly, and almost completely silent. Scientists at the Monterey Bay Aquarium Research Institute captured footage of one in the deep Pacific. Watching it move, it looked less like an animal and more like a living galaxy. Nature's most advanced team. And the largest living thing we've ever found. Monster #6. Barrel eye fish. Look at this thing. Transparent head. Two glowing green cylinders where the eyes should be. A tiny, expressionless mouth, drifting through the dark water like a ghost. The barrel eye fish. And yes, that transparent dome is its actual head. You are looking through its skull right now. Those green cylinders? Those are its eyes. Highly sensitive tubular eyes packed with light-absorbing pigment designed to see in near total darkness. And they move. The eyes rotate inside the dome, pointing upward to spot prey silhouetted against the faint surface light, then pivoting forward to track it as the fish strikes. Here's what makes this one special. For decades, scientists studying dead specimens had no idea the dome was transparent. Every time they brought one to the surface, the fluid drained out and the dome collapsed. It looked like a normal fish face. It wasn't until 2009, when Mbari sent cameras deep enough to film a live one, that we finally saw what it actually looked like. We had been looking at this fish for over 100 years and had never seen its real face. The ocean was keeping it a secret. Monster #7. Mantis shrimp. Everything on this list so far, the ancient sharks, the massive isopods, the fish with impossible teeth, they all share one thing. They survive by being patient, by being hidden, by being ancient. The mantis shrimp survives by being violent. The peacock mantis shrimp, only 30 centimeters long, throws a punch that travels at 23 meters per second. The acceleration is so fast it's comparable to a bullet fired from a gun, but the punch itself isn't even the most dangerous part. The impact creates a cavitation bubble, a pocket of near vacuum that collapses instantly on contact. When that bubble collapses, it releases a shockwave, a flash of light and heat that briefly reaches the temperature of the sun's surface. From a shrimp. That fits in your hand. It has shattered reinforced aquarium glass. Scientists now keep them in specially designed enclosures. It also has 16 types of color receptors. Humans have 3. It sees colors we cannot imagine. Ultraviolet, infrared, polarized light. The deadliest, most visually advanced, most mechanically powerful creature, pound for pound, in the ocean. 30 centimeters, the size of your hand. These 7 creatures, they're just the ones that cross paths with our cameras. The ones that came close enough to be seen. 95% of the ocean remains completely unexplored. We have better maps of the surface of Mars than we do of our own ocean floor. Whatever else is down there is still in the dark, and it hasn't found us yet. If this video got to you, like it, subscribe, and tell me in the comments which one hit different. Which one are you still thinking about? I'm Kashif, and next time we go deeper.